says that feedback in and of itself, the word and what is associated with it, inherently doesn't have a positive or a negative connotation. It's not good or bad. It's not right or wrong. We tend to add our feelings to feedback due to our experiences that we've had over the years from the feedback. Let that sink in for a minute. Like, feedback in and of itself is not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just something that we have now thrown and connected stuff to it based on how we've experienced feedback. If you have had experiences over the years where feedback is connected with reprimanding or getting in trouble, then of course you will run for the hills when you hear its name, which is something I've done. Not saying that I've had negative feedback experiences, all negative experiences with feedback, but typically I associate it with the negative. But what if you learned early on that feedback can be constructive, that feedback actually is how you can become your best self? Then you might thrive from it and seek it everywhere that you turn. How we process, how we accept, how we view, and how we give feedback is all in how we see it in the first place. And as with most things, our mindset matters here too. Mindset's a big hurdle and obstacle for all of us, both as authors, and getting over the writing battle and getting over the launching battle and everything that comes within it. But part of getting your book to become the best book possible requires feedback. And finding ways to navigate around your mindset around it is probably the best thing you could do early on. And here's why. Because if you're willing to flip how you see feedback, my feedback adverse friends out there like me, you will likely find that feedback can have a lot of value. In fact, for authors, I would say feedback is gold. It is so gold. Feedback can do several things for you. My author friend, here's a couple. Feedback can make your book better. It can make your book better. You might already have an awesome book, but getting feedback can make it even more awesome. Feedback can give you context of how people will respond to your book before you even publish it, and that gives you time to adapt it if necessary. So you might get feedback that there's opportunities that you might have thought that you captured and you didn't. Gathering that early on is going to save you time and money very quickly. Feedback can also give you early supporters. I'll talk about that in a minute, but that's kind of exciting because when you allow people in the journey early on, these people become loyalists. They become super fans, and I'm in the business of building super fans. But on a personal level, I like to say feedback has so much power and aligns with an amazing author that I get the chance to work with, Katie Anderson, and she always talks about how 1 + 1 equals way more than 2. And I believe that with feedback as well. Because you start to see that in addition to your thoughts, when someone else comes to the table, you're making something even better. And feedback also allows you to switch, especially someone who is so close to your writing. I mean, your book is your baby. It's something that you love. And you have a tough time seeing it objectively, but feedback takes you from subjectivity to objectivity, which is really, really pivotal, especially if you want to write a book that will sell. And feedback also can help you walk away being even more proud of your work. And who doesn't want that?